Hi friends, I'm back with a new lesson. Well, when someone asks you, what time do you wake up? What do you say? I'm waking up, I have woken up, or I wake up. Well, a lot of people get confused because they really don't know what form of verb they should use when they have to speak about a daily routine action. Well, this is what today's lesson is about, using the simple present tense. As you know, every verb has three forms: the present, the past, and the past participle. So in the simple present tense, remember, you use only the simple form of the verb or the base form of the verb. Okay, so we're going to take a look at when do we use the simple present tense. Okay, well, I like chocolates. Now if you see, like is the present form of the verb. Okay. Now generally I like chocolates. So when you talk about preferences, habits, taste, things that you do daily, you always say I like chocolates. You cannot say I'm liking chocolates. It's not correct, right? Because first of all, like doesn't go in the ing form. So you say I like chocolates. So generally I like chocolates. Okay. So you use the simple present tense, I like chocolates. Okay. He plays tennis. Now remember, for the third person singular, he, she or it, you use the verb in the S form. Okay. So go becomes goes, do becomes does, dance becomes dances. This is a rule that you have to follow only for the third person simple present tense. So I cannot say he play tennis, that is incorrect. He plays tennis. You see, the verb again is in the simple present tense. Okay. So supposing I'm talking about my friend who likes to play tennis, I say he plays tennis regularly. Okay. So when you talk about regular actions, routines, you use the simple present tense. So he plays tennis regularly. Okay, so you have words like regularly, usually, often. Okay, so he plays tennis regularly. A routine action, it could be once in a week, it could be once in 15 days, it could be every evening. But this is something that he generally does. So use the simple present tense. Okay, don't say he's playing tennis. If you say he's playing tennis, that means he's playing tennis right now. But if I want to talk about an action that he does regularly, I'm going to say he plays tennis. Okay. Now the sun rises in the east. Now the sun is a third person it. So I've put the verb in the S form. Rises in the east. Any universal truth, general facts, you put it in the simple present tense. Well, another general fact, say for example, cats like milk. Okay, I can't say cats are liking milk, cats like milk. It's a general fact that we're talking about. Any universal truth, you use the simple present tense. Okay, and of course, every day the sun rises in the east. Okay, friends. So I hope this is clear to you so far. So for general facts, universal truths, you use the simple present tense. Okay, the next sentence, the train leaves at 8 p.m. Now, well, today is the present. I may be speaking about next week. Okay, but I say next week, my train leaves at 8 p.m. Now you may be wondering, when she's talking about next week, why am I using the simple present tense? Well, this is a schedule, a fixed timetable, a schedule. Well, the first flight to New York leaves at 7 in the morning. Okay, so probably every day or maybe 3 times a week, it's a fixed schedule. There is a flight that leaves at 7 in the morning. So any fixed schedule, any timetable that is regular, it is routine, you put it in the simple present tense. Okay. Now, sometimes there are some verbs that we cannot put in the continuous form, that means in the ing form, though technically they should be in the ing form, but there are certain exceptions. Now, for example, the verb be. Okay. Be very rarely goes in the ing form, but if I want to say I'm here now, though right now my action of being here is on, I cannot say I am being here. Okay, though that is the way it is. My presence is on here right now. I cannot put it in the ing form because that's the rule. There are certain verbs that just don't go in the ing form. So you put it in the simple present tense saying I am here now. Okay, so remember we use a simple present tense for verbs that we cannot put in the ing form. Likewise, the next sentence, he has his passport in his hand. Now right now he is holding his passport. Ideally it should be he is having. Now a lot of people make this mistake. They say I'm having money, I'm having my passport. Though it is technically correct that right now you are possessing it, but remember when you use have to indicate possession of something, you do not put it in the ing form, you put it in the simple present tense. He has, well, with he, she, it we always use have. So he has his passport in his hand. You do not say he is having. Okay, remember a structure like this, he is having, when you want to say he is possessing, does not go in the ing form. Do remember that. Alright, so for verbs like see, well, love, you don't tell someone I'm loving you, you tell someone I love you, right? You do not put it in the ing form, so use the simple present tense. Okay, I hope these examples are clear. We're going to take a look at how to make questions and negatives in the simple present tense. So now, John is intelligent. This is a simple present tense, he is intelligent. Now if I make this into a question, all I'm going to do is put is, that's the verb, before the subject like this. Is John intelligent, with a question mark. Okay. Now when you have is, am, are in the simple present tense, you do not use do, does. Okay. You just have to take is, am, are before the subject and you have a question there. Is John intelligent? Do not say does is John intelligent, don't get confused. Just remember when you use is, am, are, all you need to do is bring it before the subject and add a question mark. Okay. Well, in negative you would say John isn't or is not intelligent. Okay, so you just add a not. Okay friends. Now the next sentence, the train leaves at 6. This is a statement. Okay, if I want to ask, I would say that does the train leave at 6? Now because the verb has an S form here, it's the third person. So when you make a question, when you talk about a third person singular, you use does. Okay, you have do plus an es, that makes it does. Does the train leave? Okay, you're going to drop the S here. This S over here, you're going to drop it. Okay, you do not say does the train leaves, that's wrong. You say does the train leave at 6, because do has taken the responsibility of the S by taking an es, so you drop the S here. Okay, do remember this. Don't make the mistake by saying does the train leaves. It's does the train leave at 6 o'clock. Okay, so remember you use does for the third person to make a question. Okay. The next sentence, they play tennis. Now, they play tennis. If I want to ask you, I'm going to say, do they play tennis? Here, I do not use does. Does is used only for third person singular. This is third person plural. You just use do. Do they play tennis? Okay, and you have a question there. Well, so remember, do and does is used only in the simple present tense to make a question. Okay. Now the next example, I know him. Now this is a positive statement. If I want to put it in negative, okay, in the simple present tense, I don't say I not know him, that's wrong. or I am not knowing him, that's again wrong. You say I don't know him or I do not know him. Don't is a contraction of do and not. So you say I don't know him. Okay, so don't is the negative of do. I know him, I don't know him. Okay, and the last example, she dances well. So you have the S form here. She dances, third person, she dances well. It's a general fact that she does. When you ask the question, does she dance well? Okay, so you use does she dance well, not does she dances well. This is a question. Well, if I put a negative, she doesn't or does not dance well. Okay, that's my question. She doesn't dance well, not she doesn't dance as well. Drop the S because you've taken does. She doesn't dance well. Okay, friends. So remember, with SMR, you do not use do does. You only remove it before the subject in case you make a question. But if you want to put it in negative, all you need to say is John is not, I am not, you are not. All right. In case of a question in the simple present tense, you use do and does. In case of negatives, you use don't and doesn't. Okay, friends. Well, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm sure you've learned a lot now. Well, just to confirm that, I have a small test for you. Do go on to learnix.in. Okay, do let me know your scores. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.